Hello and welcome back to my series on making an MP3 player in Java. In my last video, we worked on making a refresh songs button. So if the files for any of these songs changed, or MP3s, we can press the refresh song list button and it would refresh the names of them on this little section here where we can see all of our MP3s. Today what I want to do is I want to add a toggleable play button. So I want to add a button right by the label here where it'll be like play, and then you can click it and it says stop. And once you click it, if you want, and it's selected, if you want to press another one, it'll deselect the one that's already going, because you don't want to have two songs going on at the same time. You want one going on at a time. So to start off, let's go ahead and make a current song. Let's make a current song variable here. So what we're gonna use is toggle buttons. So I'm gonna add a current song and a current toggle button. So we're gonna do static toggle button current play button, and we're just gonna set it to null, because we don't have anything selected right now. So and now I'm gonna have a file. So static file current song file, like that. Okay. So now I'm going to go down to where we're adding all of our songs, and I'm going to go into this right here, and I'm going to create a new toggle button. So if you recall, this is what sets up each one of these little boxes with our labels inside of them. And for each one, we want to add a play button. So in this, I'm going to add a play button. So let's do it right here. So toggle button play button equals new toggle button, and let's set the current text to be play. Now let's add an item listener that listens for when the item changes or when something happens to the item. So let's add it here. Play button dot add item listener. We're gonna create a new item listener, and then we're gonna do at override, and we're gonna have our item state changed method here. There we go. And in this, I want to check if the item state changes. So we're going to do if, and here's our item event right here. We're calling it E. So let's do if E dot get state change. This will return whether the item state has changed. So if E dot get state change equals item event dot selected. So what this does is it gets if our item event is selected, and if that is equal to the state change, then we're gonna run this. So let's do our play button dot set selected. So equals true. So we're gonna set it to true there. And so what this will do is whenever we click it and it is selected, we're going to set this to true. Or let's set this to false. Or you know what? Let's set this to... No, let's set it to true. Yeah, true. And then over here we're going to do if our current play button is not null. So this will check if this is actually, if we've set this to something, and if nothing is selected right now and it's null, it's not going to give us an error. So we have this, and then we're going to do and our current play button is selected. If our current play button is also selected, then we want to set the selection to false. So current play button dot set selected false. There we go. And now we're going to set the toggle button to, we're going to set the current play button to our play button that is now selected, because it's our currently selected play button. So current play button dot set equals play button. There we go. And here we're gonna do else if e dot get state change equals deselected. We want to set the selection status to false, and because now nothing is selected, we're going to set the current play button to null. So now it's not here. We might actually not even need this here. We might just need the if it's not null. So let's try that out. And let's go ahead and add our play button to our song panel. So song panel.add play button. Okay, let's run it. And let's see. There we go. So as you can see, if it's already selected, if a button is already selected and I go ahead and try to select another button, it'll deselect the one that's already selected and it'll select our new one that we want. That way it'll never play, say, two songs at once. We won't have two selected at once. Alright, well that is awesome there. What I want to do now is I want to not only set this to selected, but I want to set the text to something different, and I want to set the current song. So for each song here, we don't need this here. I don't know why. That's there. There we go. So for each one of our songs, I was playing around with this a little bit earlier. So that's why that was there. That was not there in the last video. So for whenever we select this, we want to set the current song file to the file that we're working with here. And since we're already going through our songs, we can very easily do this, and we can just set the current song. So selected, I think it was current song file equals, and let's set it to song, and we're gonna do and current song file is not equal to null. Okay, usually, I mean, since we're setting these at the exact same time, I don't think that the current song file is ever going to be, not going to be null whenever the current play button is not null. But just want that there, just kind of keep it safe and make sure that we don't run into any unexpected errors in the future. And over here we're going to set the current song to null as well. So let's see, we set it afterwards here, so let's set it afterwards here as well. We don't need to, but just kind of want to for continuity. And so now that we have that, let's go ahead and set the text for our button. So play button dot set text. We're gonna set this to stop, and this one we're going to set to play. Let's see. Okay, interesting. So we did something here. We messed this up somehow. So current song file is not null. Let's see. So we're setting this to false here. Oh, wait, why are we setting this? No, wait. Okay, so that play button dot set. We're setting the current play button. Right. No, that's good. Current play button is not equal to null, and then this is not equal to null. So this is when we're clicking it when it's selected. So actually, we're supposed to be setting this equal to null here, I believe. Yeah, I think so. So, and then we're setting this to play, and then this stop, and then this this is when we're clicking it and it's deselected, I believe. So, or maybe this is, well, we'll see. So current song file equals song. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what we had before, and let's go off of that. So I had these mixed up. Okay, I believe this is what we had before. Right. Yeah, okay, so this was working fine. Let's see. Yep. So that's working great. We're selecting this, and then now it's selected. So when are we setting selected to true? Alright, so right here, you want to set the current song file. So current song file equals song. And then over here, we're setting our current song file to null, I believe. Okay, that's still working. Whenever we click on this, let's print out the name of our song. So sysout or system.out.println song.getName. And let's do it for this one as well. Let's print current song. Current song file.getName. Yeah, this one is when it's null, so let's not do it there. Let's rerun this, and let's see. Okay, so now it's setting. Now it's printing out our current song file. Oh, we have an error. All right, let's see. So, current song file is null. item state changed. Okay, let's see. So it's doing it whenever we deselect it, but whenever we're selecting something while, okay, yeah, whenever we're selecting something while something else is already selected, it's giving us an error here. So if I select this and select that, it says that the current song file is null. So let's see here. If it's deselected, so if the current play button is not equal to null, so if there is a current play button, we're setting the current play button set selected equals false. You know what? Let's set the current song file to null here. So current song file equals null, like that. And then we're setting, let's set this here. So that way might work. Here we go. Boom. We got it. Perfect. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and set our text. So right here, I'm going to set the text. So it is play button dot set text stop, and then here I'm going to set it to play. And let's see. There we go. Perfect. And we're storing the song file, and we're storing the buttons that we can deselect it. Perfect. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. I really appreciate it, and it helps me out a lot. I love the support. Comment if you want. I'll read all my comments, and I'll try to reply to them as best I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye!